Alright, welcome to another pike and shot skirmish battle. I have the Swedes 1649 versus my opponent's Poles 1649. I'm not totally exquisitely familiar with these lists. I have a decent idea of what I'll be working with. The Poles will have good shooting cavalry, light and non-light. They'll have winged hussars, so impact horse. And they will have pike and shot and haiduks, which are masked musketeers with swords. Let's take a look at this map. This is not particularly good cavalry country, which I think is good news for me. This marsh is awkward. If I deploy here, I'm going to have to split my advance, which could give my opponent an opportunity to attack two halves of my army. But overall, I'm pleased with this map. It should make his high quality cavalry not as useful. We're already invested in quite a few horsemen, so we're not going to get any more. It's important to note that the superior quality determined horse can fight on even terms with impact horse, whereas the average quality cannot. I will get both units of dragoons for flank work, as we have no other lights available. And then normally I would try to kind of like form a very long line and try to wrap around with my infantry, but this battlefield is somewhat constrained, so I think expensive high firepower units might be more where it's at. So I'll grab these pike and shot with light guns and standard pike and shot units. The question being, do I bother getting veterans at all, or do I just spam 4 more units of raw pike and shot? I think this is the case where I actually get veterans, raw, and light guns. So we'll form up here with the dragoon on each flank and cavalry kind of behind in reserve, and see which way he moves in terms of his own cavalry. And we also, I don't know if there's a visual cue. I'm not sure if there is. I'm not sure about the depth of this stream. I think it might be a large stream, which is disordering. So we might end up kind of shooting across at one another until one side starts to give way. All right, let us deploy. That's a decent spot for the guns, although drop off light guns there. And the alternative is to put these guns in the flank, depending on what cavalry is over there. I might actually do that. Right. Where do we want our veterans? Right in the center, I suppose. Very good. We could simply seize this slope. But I think we will want both sides in any case. Do you want 1 unit of infantry over here for fire support? And my not veteran horse, I'm going to just plunk in the center and they'll shift to whichever flank they're needed at most. So we'll march across over here, shoot it out, and see if we can gain fire superiority for the cavalry to push across at all. Or something like that. Next turn, see that deployment. Hidden behind the hills, so I don't really know what that deployment is. Oh, that's alright. We'll shove our infantry line forward. Will not let my dragoons get too carried away. We limber up and move forward. Need to be careful in case he has like his entire army here or his entire army here. We don't want to be split up when we make real contact. Next turn. Well, we'll need to keep our cavalry close to our infantry so they don't get picked apart. Take some pot shots. Still nothing. I will advance, even though it's probably a bad idea. If he holds his light cavalry back, if he swarms his light cavalry behind me, I will not advance. I will then turn and shoot at them until they bugger off, which could lead to a bit of a stalemate. Next turn. Get them closer to auto braking. Yeah, unless he shows himself, I don't think we'll be able to advance. Next turn.
Okay, cavalry. Very good use of ground to blind me here. I mean, he has very good ground for it, but he's making good use of it. Let's see if we can at least peel off this unit. Shove them off the field. They'll probably come back, but it gets rid of them for now. Alright. They'll rally up and get away, but because we'll have to turn these guys around, but it'll keep them from being a threat at least. Yeah, still don't really know what I'm going to do. It's an awkward situation to be in. Next turn. Need to get those dragoons out of there. There's the infantry. Okay. Or we might just be doomed. Right, wheel these infantry about. I think we can prepare a push of horsemen on this flank. Without getting too far ahead of infantry and artillery support, though. Now if they cross over, we can charge them. Okay, very good. We'll just engage all along the line and see where the chips fall. Next turn. Our poor dragoons. We need to get them into this forest for cover. Oh, aggressive. Okay. Very aggressive. Kind of catching me off guard, to be honest. Considering how long I hadn't seen any of his units, I was expecting a more defensive approach, and now I'm kind of out of position. Which, I suppose, was the whole point of his conduct. Well, let's see what we can do to stay alive. See where this takes us. Good. Unlimber. Close enough. Right. These guys are far behind. And I suppose we'll start... we have a decision to make with these units, whether to send them towards the center, to cross over and loop around. I think we'll go for the loop. It's a bit long, but heading back to the center would also take forever. Okay, next turn. Oh, I just did not see that. They only fell back because they were in the stream, but it's still very bad as we're going to get shot up now. Oh, goodbye to our artillery. Okay, let's see what we can see. Nothing, so we need to push as hard as we can. Can't stop all of these units. Did a good job distracting me with the lights before moving in. Give them a shove. That's fine. It's gonna hurt no matter what. Gonna lose our center here. They're gonna be gone next turn. Okay, that's something. Did they frag? Good. Waste of a veteran horse unit, but see if you can break that. No. Good. In we go. Unfortunate. Alright, charge downhill instead of getting shot at any longer. Cover the flank. And get ready to cover the giant hole that opens up here. Damn. Shooty horse are tearing me up. Helps a little. It's no good unless we break them, though. Next turn. Goodbye. Held, surprisingly. Oh, how very hideous. Looks like we're losing this one. Just route fleet. Oh, they'll be back then. That's too bad. Well, I guess it's get shot at or waste my veterans in the stream. So we'll waste them in the stream. There's no winning here. I'll have to zone of control lock them. And these two units are doomed. But they can give us time. That's what we need. We need to just hold the hill while our right wing advances. Good. Shove them off. Better. We're just gonna have to take some of that. Right. Reinforcements. I mean, they're only reinforcements because I wasted my time. Shove them off. That's fine. Very interesting. Alright. Next turn. That's too bad. I think we're gonna lose this one. Down 11. More importantly, I don't see where we're gonna pick up more points quickly. We're at minus 50 POA here because his armored Cossacks are armored and we are not. And armor is still effective against pistols. But we already killed so many of his men from when they were disrupted that it evens out. Oh, I was not paying attention. Well, this whole line was about to get rolled anyway, but we did just make his job easier, unfortunately. Ooh. Maybe I can get some vengeance, despite my mistake. Join the fun. Okay, I can work with that. This was a big mistake, though. Even if this has a potential to turn the battle around, this has a potential to lose it all over again. So it goes. Alright, let's see how badly I pay for this mistake charting this pike and shot unit. I mean, we're probably going to lose these two units anyway. But now we're going to lose them faster. This could help if we roll this line a little bit, although our cavalry are disordered. So we'll probably disrupt and then bounce. Yep. Oof. Surprised he didn't charge. There we go. And do they drop cohesion? That would be a problem. No, but that is also a problem. Indeed. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Let's frag them for one thing. Oh, no, we pursued them at the end of his turn, so that counts as my turn, so they won't drop again. Minor rule that doesn't really come up too often, but I guess this is the exception. We have a lot of infantry down here. Let's lock these winged hussars in. That seems completely not worth it. See if we can frag this unit. No. Can't charge this unit because our zone of control locked, which means when this unit breaks, we'll probably get hit in the flank, but there's really nothing we can do about it. Like, actually, there's nothing we can do about it. Unless we move here and accept getting flank charged downhill, but at least disordering both units, but I don't think that's worth it. We're better off standing, getting that disruption before getting overrun ourselves. Alright. Wow, what a disaster. Really, I don't know who's going to win this. My mistake, I don't think, mattered that much in the end. It just meant we disrupted one turn sooner than we would have anyway. It could be the difference, but I'm not sure that it will. Next turn. Huh, I wonder what that was. Oh. Oh, that's very unfortunate. It's not paying attention to those numbers. Lose that unit as well. Ouch, now we're down 9%. Let's see what we can do to recover this situation. I hesitate to move next to this frag unit with a raw unit. It's so likely to fail its cohesion check. They're disrupted, but it doesn't matter that much because they're on broken ground anyway. That, I think, is better. Yeah, my cat agrees with me. That is better. Lovely. Very good. Just gonna have to take the risk. Need to reoccupy this hill if we can. Start shooting down. Oh good, we really do need this cavalry unit. If we're lucky, they'll flee this way and we can sort of get behind, but I don't really expect that to happen. Such a mess. Next turn. Alright, can we push across? Looks like we can. That will help if we can survive. Too bad, they rallied up just in time. Ooh. That is bad. Fracked. Good. Oh. Interesting. Block them in. So, impact mounted is plus 100 against non-superior determined horse with impact pistol, and troop quality plus 62 for highly superior, superior being usually 50. So they're at plus 137 POA because we are also uphill, but they're disrupted. So here we go. Even disrupted, the Hussars do pretty well. So depending on who rallies first here, that'll kind of decide the issue. All right, this is just horrendous. These units are just not where we need them to be. Now that we're disrupted, so steady mixed foot with pikemen cancel out the melee POAs of swordsmen or heavy weapon. But now that we're disrupted, the swordsman will be at plus 100 POA, in addition to, of course, being steady versus disrupted. So if he charges here, we're going to get massacred and just break apart entirely. Onward. Next turn. 43 to 43. Very interesting. Any cohesion failures? Yes. I was hoping to have one of these units free to intervene. Oh dear. I wonder why he didn't just charge. Maybe he didn't want to be pushed out of the position. Ouch. Now we're down 8. Everybody's disordered, so it's slowing me down and killing this frag unit. Good, we can do that, and we should do that. We'll recoil, but it helps even things out a little. Good. Fragging this unit will prevent them from charging, at least. Very close thing. I wonder who will pull this off. Next turn. Neck and neck still. Can we? No, that's too bad. Well, might as well get one last shot off before getting overrun. And just these dragoons. See if we might not drive off his dragoons, I was going to say. Okay, next turn. Nice. Okay. Let's give them a little shove. No, no one's close enough. Except you. And that could mean... Well, that absurd little move just netted us the battle. Unless we go above 60 at the same time, in which case it's a draw. Entirely possible. Ridiculous. This is all that's left. Let's see, is there a way we could lose? Well, if he rallies, for one thing, but if he does not rally, then if the residual fire phase, these Tatter Light Horse break this veteran horse, which depends on them halting their pursuit to lose their 50% pursuers fire negation, then we could get pushed over 57 over 60 and draw. And a GG. So it looks like we wrapped this one up somehow. There we go. It was extremely close. I had 57% routed. Gribble did a great job of kind of lulling me into a sense of security by sending out his lights and keeping his main force hidden behind his ridge. I had no idea where he was, and I was expecting him to kind of stay defensive and screw around until I trundled across. Instead, he attacked after spreading me out with a distraction of his lights, and I think I only pulled through because I had more infantry. And they can kind of stand their ground in the face of quite a lot of cavalry attacks. But it was really close, a little bit of bad luck, and it could have gone the other way. So, a good game to Gribble, as always, and till next time.